Welcome to another beautiful edition of Arsenal Fans being brought to you by Arsenal fans for Arsenal fans globally. I have with me in the studio today Neneh and Cutie Gasimo.
Yeah.
Gasimo, how are you feeling now?
Thank God.
Where you're under the weather?
Exactly.
Or the weather is under you?
I'm under the weather.
Anyways, Arsenal came out during the week by winning in a slim victory against Ipswich Town, a club that they played against, and Arsenal struggled for the entire 90 minutes to get a goal until Kai Havertz knocked in that goal from an assist by Trossard. It was a game that Arsenal had a lot of possession and missed a lot of scoring chances, especially when their star boy Bukayo Saka seemingly is going to be out for about 2 months. And who knows what is going to happen to Arsenal's attack, because we appear so flat-footed. And on the 1st of January, Arsenal will be playing against Brentford City at the GTEC Community Stadium, a club they've played 8 times, with Arsenal coming victorious 6 times, with 1 draw and a loss to Brentford. And Brentford has some formidable players like Mbomo, Wisa, and the likes of them. And Arsenal will be playing without star boy Bukayo Saka. And let's see what's going to happen. What do you think that Arteta can do to not betray in this game, Arsenal? Because it appears as if Arsenal is no longer the same without Bukayo Saka. If you look at the way we played, with the opportunities that came towards the direction of Martinelli in that game against Ipswich Town, they came in the play for the entire 90 minutes. He couldn't go past the defender. So, what do you think that Arteta can do, especially when a player like Raheem Sterling is also seated out injured?
Yes, for me, first and foremost, I will take the win against Ipswich. It's a plus for us, because the way Arsenal played against Ipswich Town right at the Emirates Stadium, it's worrisome for me, because Ipswich Town is a team Arsenal should at least have enough shots on targets, enough goals. Imagine the way we played. They are a low block team. You understand? And the absence of Bukayo Saka shows that we are missing a lot. Now come to Brentford. Going away to Brentford, it's very difficult for Arsenal. And Brentford for now, yes, that's what I want to say. The way Buemo is on fire as of now, it's very risky for Arsenal with the way they played against Ipswich. If we play that way against Ipswich, trust me, that match is going to be very difficult for us, especially when there is no Bukayo Saka, who is the most assist player for Arsenal, and Raheem Sterling is absent, and Martinelli, who has been wasting a lot of chances for Arsenal, is so wasteful.
It's come to him, but it's
yes. And even Trossard has been playing carelessly. I don't know why. It's just fortunately for him that he gave the assist to Havertz, So I think Arsenal will have to do more. We have to build our momentum if we are to win this league. We have to play the game that we used to play. All attack, focus, play with your mind, and don't play as if you don't have an ambition in winning the Premier League. Because if you play like the way you played against Ipswich Town, trust me, that match will just draw or either lost the match for me.
Okay, and then looking at the way Arteta has been tinkering with the team, we saw a situation where against Ipswich Town, Thomas Partey was sitting on the bench. We didn't have Merino, and rather than playing Merino in that game, moving Declan Rice forward to bring him, because one of the challenges we also faced was that Declan Rice wasn't going forward as before. Was more of the 6 than playing, and play Kai Havertz as a 8. So there was a challenge where we had an issue moving the ball forward, and we're more like playing the ball sideways. Do you think that this experiment, because I believe that Arteta is still making some form of experiment, is that you give Merino a playing time, or you know that Merino doesn't have a place in the team? So what do you think is the ideal thing Arteta should do going forward in this match?
Before Arteta go forward, let me beg Martinelli. Martinelli! I don't want to cry you down. I'm begging you, please. This is the time Arsenal needs you the most. We know that there is no way that you are going to sit on the bench, but please pick up your form. Start doing what we know you to be doing. Start moving forward, going on counters. We beg you, please, Martinelli.
Let him lift his head up.
Please lift up your head. Exactly, lift up your head so you'll be seeing other players. Maybe you can pass the ball that will create an impact or something. Please, we beg you. Please, Martinelli, get back to your form, please. And
Neneh has been.
honestly,
Yeah, Biko.
yeah. So like you guys mentioned, Brentford, they are very good attacking side. They are good. Lucky for us, we have a solid defense. Our goalkeeper is also top notch. So I think.
And our goalkeeper is going back home.
Yeah.
That used to be.
Yes.
Oh yes, he's not going to start.
No, he's playing.
He's
going back home.
Yes, he's going back home. So he might want to put up a great performance. And also, I know that our defense will be able to deal with their attack. We know the way Gabriel and Saliba play, especially with good attackers. They are always top notch. And Luis Kelly is a baller. So our defense is solid. I have so much confidence with our defense. So if we're not considering goals, then we should be scoring goals. That's where the problem comes in. That's where I beg Martinelli, please do something for us. And Trossard as well. I don't know what's up with Trossard these days. I know maybe it's because he doesn't have enough competition like before. You know, when he was having Martinelli starting and he comes, there was this fight.
Do you think he's more of an impact player that you bring him in towards the end of the game? He comes and just.
That's what
He's more of a super sub.
Honestly, he's a super sub. He's that one player that you can rely on. When he's on the bench, there will be a big impact. But since Odegaard left, when he has confidence that will be starting, he hasn't been playing the way we expected. He was just lucky to give a pass to Kai Havertz's goal. But honestly, it hasn't been at his best compared to last season. So our front line needs to work something. I don't really have problem with the forwards like Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. My problem now is with the wingers. Who is Mikel going to use in the wing? I prefer having Gabriel Jesus in Saka's wing. Because they have similar style of play. They are good defensively.
They can take on you one-on-one.
We know the skills of Gabriel Jesus, and that's what we need as a winger. So I'm seeing Arteta going to use Gabriel Jesus there. The thing there against Ipswich Town, I think that maybe we have solid games that are coming. Maybe that's why, and we know upon
Brentford away, Brighton away. Our next match
we have United and other big teams.
Tottenham also.
Tottenham as well. So I think looking at that, we have other leagues to play as well. I've been looking at that and say, okay, we know upon Partey is to injury, so let him rest for this game, and maybe. We are looking at Mourinho as well. We know he's not that used to our system yet. He's still fighting.
I think it showed some flashes of
the last game.
And one thing I also observe about him, he's a good shooter. Just that he still hasn't have his confidence. We have been seeing him with set pieces. He has been showing up. He has been trying to shoot, even though he hasn't have his full confidence. And in playing with Declan Rice, I know there will be something.
Okay, talking about Moreno being a good shooter, there's something that I also observed that we've been having issues with. That has to do with the way because the way we take our shots, like before you see Odegaard will take a shot, you can be rest assured that one of the two shots we get into them. Now we just blew them over the back. Then what was it called? Trossard is doing the same thing. Does that have to do with a coaching thing or a tactical approach or the players' issue?
To me, I think it's the confidence.
We're not.
What was affecting
the shots we are taking are not.
I agree with Neneh. It's based on the confidence, the players' mentality, and also I think it's based on the teams that we played against. Most of these teams played a low block. Exactly. So it's very difficult for players to take a shot. So whenever they take a shot, it's closed. There is no way for the shots to pass through.
So that means it's also an issue of tactics because you know, because Arteta have known in the time past that position players don't allow us to play with the ball. They sit deep to get us on the counter. So I think it is high time he began to create a system in which he will use in nullifying those low blocks. Because that's what we
think he's working on that one because that's where our set pieces gets in.
Yeah.
That's where corners getting, because if you're having low blocks and the ball are going outside, it means there are chances of corners, and we always try to make use of those chances. So he's been working on it.
Yeah.
It's just that there's still time. We still need to process.
Another thing that I want Ateta to take notice of. It seems as if all of these teams, they have known our weaknesses, our strengths. You understand? Most of our goals came from the right wing, Bukayo Saka's. They know whenever Odegaard hold the ball, he will find Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka hold the ball, just send it for either Kai Havertz or any other player that will be in the box. So you see, so I think the tactics need to change.
So we need to strengthen
Exactly.
the left
side.
Yes, and the left side is weak, so they are not focusing on Martinelli. Whenever Martinelli and Saka are playing, so whenever Saka hold the ball, they will just double up on Bukayo Saka.
And if you look at our game against Ipswich Town, there wasn't confidence on Martinelli.
Yeah.
The ball was mostly played.
Martinelli was unable to pass his opponent.
I think the problem there is with Martinelli. The team doesn't have full confidence on him, and Odegaard is lacking the confidence.
So
Exactly.
is it a player's problem or the coach's problem? Because you, the coach, you are the one that is playing the tactics. You're the one that is deploying the player to go and implement what you want. So if the player is not doing what you want him to do, why not pull him out?
We don't have that. There comes in the transfer windows. That is why we need to buy a replacement. You understand? Because if the player is not doing well, is not performing well, who else will come in?
Coming to the transfer market will be opening in January.
Of course.
First week of January. Now there are a lot of players that have been muted and Arsenal want. One is Cunha of Wolves. The other one is Mohamed Kudus of West Ham. The other one has to do with Semeyo of Bournemouth. And which other player again?
Victor Gyokeres, Nico Williams,
Marcus Rashford. So among these players that have been mentioned, Neneh, which of these two players? Because I recall when I spoke with Robbie at the fan camp for AFTV, and he asked me, "Do we really need a striker?" I said, "We need a striker." He said, "How many players do we need?" I said, "We need two players. We need a striker and the left side player." So tell us, what do you think we need in order to turn our season around, go and clean this stuff?
I think we just need two solid players who can play in both ways and up. Like in the three part of the forward, we need two solid players that can play in those three positions.
And if you don't, talking about those two solid players, who are the players you have in mind?
I don't know. I'm looking at Mohamed Kudus. His physicality is more physical. He's strong.
His directness.
So looking at a player like that, he still has the pace in him.
So that one is one.
Yes, and I don't know, there's this thing, Gokues, everybody that's been on our back about the solid strikers. Well, maybe it's the time. This is the time for somebody like that.
But, okay.
I was actually rooting for Isak, but the kind of money that has been put for him.
No, I think those are jumping as a bait to scare people away.
We need to let him go
sure.
because we can't spend that much. He's a good player, he deserves it, but that's not the amount we want to lose on a player.
Okay, for you, Gassimo, when you talk about Gyokeres, I've watched Gyokeres, he's quite a good player, but is it that finished product that we need to complete our season?
Well, it's all based on the coach, who the coach wants. For me, all I want is just like gets me Victor, whether it's Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyokeres. Yes, any of them.
So who's
you understand?
That you're looking at?
Yeah, I will agree with Neneh. You know, Cruz is on fire. So now, you know, I think he's the star man for West Ham for now. He has been pushing West Ham forward, carrying them on his back. You know, he has been creating a lot of chances in the Premier League, scoring goals also. So I think if we have Kudus, at least it will be that of a backup for Bukayo Saka. For me, yes, he's in the Premier League also. For me, Cunha, I don't think Cunha will be fit for Arsenal because he's not much of a winger for me personally. He's much of a free player, plays in the 10th position, roaming in and out of the pitch, understand, left, right of the pitch. So I'm not seeing Cunha for me as a backup player for Arsenal. So I think Mohamed Kudus will be very much preferable.
Any of the victors.
Yeah, exactly.
Please also make your comments count. Let us know your opinion. The opinion of the Gassimo is Victor, or either of the two Victors and Mohamed Kudus. Neneh said Mohamed Kudus or Victor Gyokeres. So, and for me, I'm looking at it that are we really ready to spend that big in January? We ready.
Sure, we are ready if we want to win the league.
Ready is about what we need. Look at that team.
So if we are ready then let's go for Isak. Pay the money.
No.
And get Isak.
Looking at Isak,
Yeah, exactly. I'm in support of that also.
I personally want Isak in Arsenal. He has been my favorite player in
So let's break the bank and get him.
Simple. Put the money.
I think that will give us
no excuse for January
for us to say we are ready.
Yeah.
Because that was the same thing that
he's also with now that we are dealing with injuries. Who wants another player that is injury prone?
Okay.
He's been in and out, and we are fighting with that.
That is why we have Gabriel Jesus. He's a backup player. We cannot be focusing on Isak. If it happens that we are to get Isak will not be playing all the games. Exactly. So will be rotation.
We need Gabriel Jesus more in
okay.
We need him there.
No, he is a utility player, so we can.
Yeah, he can play left, right, center, forward.
Okay.
And somebody has the energy.
Come 2025, I know, right? Come 2025, Arsenal will play against Brentford City at the GTEC Community Stadium. I'll be asking my colleagues here in the studio for them to give us their scoreline prediction, their lineup, and the players they think is going to score, as we do always on this show. Let me start with you, Neneh. Let me start with you.
Wow, this is hard, honestly. But my goalkeeper is David Raya. It's a 4-4-3 formation. Goalkeeper is David Raya. At the right wing, Timber is a rock. You know, they normally say there's this thing about names. Normally you say that in Africa.
Yes,
that
name
they follow.
It follows you, yeah.
And the name they really follow is Timber is solid. So go Timber and Gabriel and Saliba, Central, and at the right I'm going with Kelly. Lewis Kelly.
Okay.
He's shown that he deserves it, he's worth it, and he's done
that. There was here on this show
I know, right?
And you guys were arguing that guy is not ripe enough. I said this guy is good enough.
No, we are talking of Waneri.
We spoke about Skelly.
We also did spoke about
Skelly Waneri.
It's
so these two players have shown.
Against Ipswich Town, I saw this guy going to defend Gabriel. Like, who the hell is this boy?
Yes.
His character is top notch.
Standing his ground.
We know Gabriel to be the fighter of the team, and there's somebody who is going to fight for Gabriel.
Yes.
No, he deserves to start. I'm Lewis Kelly. I'm going with Kelly, and in the midfield, I'm going with Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. My right wing, I'm going with Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz in the front line, and Martinelli.
Okay, Martinelli. So finally, you are still giving Martinelli your position.
That's what I'm betting.
Scoreline prediction?
It's going to be a tough game. It's really going to attackers want to press so that Raya will realize that he's back home. They're not going to make it
easy for nobody.
Exactly. It's not going to be easy on Raya. Defense is solid, but attack is poor. So I'm seeing a 2-1 win.
Okay.
Yeah. I go score. I'm seeing Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, my starting lineup is a bit different with Neneh. Yeah, even though I love Lewis Kelly, yeah, he's on fire. He's top notch as of now, and he's not scared of anybody. But for me, this match against Brentford, playing against Buemo who has the pace, energy, and that physique, I'm not too sure if Lewis Kelly is capable of handling Buemo as of now. So I think my lineup is a bit different from Neneh. Yeah, so I think my back four I will have to go with Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori for me. And the midfield, it's the same as Neneh, Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. And the attack will have to be Gabriel Jesus, Havertz, and Martinelli. Yes, and despite the fact that I believe the match was going to be very difficult, and I believe in my team with all the performance that they put on against Ipswich Town, I still believe the momentum will change. I think Ateta will have to talk to them that this match is difficult and we are going away to, yes, one of the most difficult stadiums in the Premier League, Brentford. So I think Arsenal will have to win the game by 2-1. Yes, and my goal scorers will have to be Havertz and Martinelli for me. And I think Bournemouth will have to score against Arsenal.
Okay?
Yeah.
Guys, in the comment section, please make your views count. You've heard your opinion. In my opinion, I think I want to go with Neneh's lineup. But my scoreline prediction for this game is going to be 3-1. Arsenal is winning. I see them scoring us first. You know, they will do that same way they always play us season.
To rush us.
Season, they rush us and they get the goal. The scores we're going to beat them 3-1. Our goal scorers would be Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, and Trossard. I see them scoring.
Okay.
So that's the way it will be. I think with that, we're going to start the new year
But,
in a formidable way.
Trossard will have to come in the second half for him to score. Because
Yeah, that's true.
Trossard, yeah.
That's the only thing I will change. Let Martinelli sit. That's the only thing I will differ with you. Let Martinelli sit.
We might need his defense.
Let him sit. Let him sit.
We might need his defensive.
Let him sit. In my opinion, let him sit because let him sit and watch the game from the bench and see where the loopholes are. Because
and you know, he will play very well with this guy, Calafiori.
Trossard.
No, Martinelli and Calafiori. I've been observing there's this chemistry between Calafiori and that of Declan Rice as well with Calafiori. If you see
yes,
like
I remember that goal is scored. That goal is scored against Man City.
And they kind of look alike.
Exactly.
It's been on this edition of Fans Beat and the next begging Martinelli. We here at Fans Beat, Martinelli will play it with you. I beg. When you are playing, raise your head up. Raise your head up. Do your abeg, biko, ejo, abeg. We beg you in all different dialects. Please help us out. Because we need to do something. You cannot be looking on the ground and when you lost the ball, you now come back again. So we want to use this opportunity to say thank you to Sanfope, Fair Petroleum, and also say thank you to Arsenal Sierra Leone Supporters Chapter. That's how it's been on this edition of Fans Beat for 2024. I don't know. And guys, what do you have for 2025? What message do you have?
I'm optimistic that will come end of May, we'll win the league.
And you?
I know we are going to win the league, so add your voice, comment, and blessed new year.
And for us here, I know we're going to win the league. And for Fans Beat, we're going to come back formidable, stronger, better, with better analysis and better resolutions in everything that we do. I will say season's greetings to you. Come on, you Gunners!